Hello guys and welcome to Hackman Traders. In this video I'll be showing to you guys some of my trade setups that I usually use while trading in the stock market. Now these setups, everyone has different types of setups that they already set up for their trading, so that they knew how they are going in the while trading in the while trading stocks. So basically all of the traders have their own setups. Mine are different, so I'm going to show these to you guys in this video. So let's get started. Now some of my setups are that the setups that you use, the indicators, a setup is basically a kind of indicators and tools that use in while trading a certain stocks. You use them, all of them at once, for a single trading. That so these are necessary for trading because they show you of how you are doing and where you are how you are doing in a certain stock. The purpose of the setup is that it shows you how well you are doing in a certain stock. Now mine are like, I use candlesticks, and I use indicators such as, now I generally bought this invested in this stock on yesterday, 31st May 2021. So I've invested in this stock previously, and now I'm holding this stock. So you can see now this stock is below the 200-day moving average. Now I use 200-day moving average, the stop and reverse, the no sorry not the stop and reverse, the profit and reward, the risk and the reward ratio. Yes, and in this indicate in this one, yes, the parabolic SAR, it is also, I have forgot to mention it. In this one, the parabolic SAR and the Chimoku cloud, I use these. This is my trade setup for this particular stock. Now I invested in this part. Now you can see what is my stop loss is 10.72, and my, what is it, where is it, 23.06 is my take profits. Now this I've used because to give me a history, to give me a brief indication that how well the stock can go. And this I used because if the stock prices drops in value, I'm going to sell at 10.72, because at this point I'm not going to hold the stock, I'm going to sell it out, because this is my stop loss, and I would step out of this particular stock, so that I can step out of this particular stock on time. So you can see this is already at its lowest low, and as said by the intelligent investor, a stock is less risky, not more, when its value is dropped, or it is at the bottom of the trend. So you can see it is at the bottom. It is not at the bottom, but it have rose a little bit. So now I invest in this stock on the assumption that it will increase in value, and it will cross this 200-day moving average and will close above. So this is my assumption about this particular stock. Now we will see with the future how well it performs. Now you can see at this area I've placed my take profit at stop loss. So let's say if its value decreases, if it decreases in value and reaches up till this point, or maybe, like I've set up my stop loss, and maybe I've watched let the stock to breathe, and then after that I will sell it. So I'm going to first of all let me show that how does it perform in the future, because at this point it might give me about 1% loss. So this is my 1% loss, so I'm going to hold on to this stock for quite a long period of time. You can see right here, it's a long distance, and it will cover a long distance. Now in the other, sorry, now in this particular area, you can see at this point, now this is the Ichimoku cloud and the parabolic SAR. These two you should use side by side, so that you know how the stock is doing. Now in this case, as you can see, the stock decreased in value, and you can see the blue line crosses below the red line, and you can see for most of the part the blue line was below the red line. So now in this case, as you can see, the blue line crossed the red line, but we will have to wait for, but as I said, I will wait for it to give me some positive indication, to give me some positive returns while the stock grows in value. So I'm going to wait for it. Now this time I'm going to wait for it, because in the previous stock, the wave singer stock, I will also show to you that maybe in the maybe in the upcoming videos, that I've sold them while the stock, after I sold those stock, the stock upper cap, meaning that it broke it it the it fulfilled the circuit breaker for the day, and I wasn't in that stock. So that was my mistake right there. But now I'm going to wait for for this particular stock to show me some positive results, to for it to grow in value, so that I can invest, so that it give me some positive returns. And for this part I chose particularly this stock, because you can see, oh sorry, what the hell just happened. I'm not going to save this chart right now, because you can see at this point the index rose by 770 points, and this stock was at its fair value. So why not invest in it? Why not invest in it and sell it for a reasonable price? So let's see what happens in the future. So let's see what happens in the future. So now, for now, these are my trade setups. Like I was explaining to you my trade setups. This is my the support level. I might have saw, yes, right here, this is the support level. Now I think I messed up a little bit, so I messed this up a little bit, so I'm going to load it again, because I do not want to save that one. I will load it. Now you can see at this point, yes, 11.01. So I invested in this part. Now let's see what happens next, because there are different indicators that you can use as well. Maybe sometimes I use the RSI. What happened? Okay, just forget about it. It isn't loading. Maybe there is an internet connection problem or something like that, so let's forget about it. Now maybe sometimes I use the RSI, the relative strength index, but that is sometimes I use, but most of the time I use these indicators. Now these give me a clear view of how the stock is doing and where the stock is heading. So because of these I use these indicators. These are very useful. You can see now when this when the candlestick crosses the Ichimoku cloud, the cloud, and continues its trend. So what it shows, that this is now an uptrend, and it will now increase in value. So the purpose of this is right that. So I'm not going to sell it right now. I'm just going to wait for it, and let's see in the future videos of how this stock will perform. Now you guys will remember that I've set up this risk to reward ratio at this point. What is it? 31st of May 2021. And now let's see what happens next, when the stock will grow in value, and I will show that to you in the future videos, so that you guys also know how well it performed. And that's it for today. Hope you guys are enjoying my videos and want to learn more about the stock market or the forex market. All I need you is to support my channel by hitting that subscribe button and comment down below, as your feedback is valuable for me. Goodbye.